So today's expression of the day, one more time, is to take exception to something, meaning you disagree, or maybe you're offended by that. Take exception. And our vocabulary for today, number one, horsepower is a unit of measure for measuring the power or the output from an engine, right? So most sedans and family vehicles are maybe about between 150 to 200 horsepower on average. And then if you want something that's considered to be like high horsepower, maybe they're about like 300 horsepower or more. They're very fast and powerful. Number two, dashboard. I think that's maybe the same in Korean. Dashboard, the front of the car, where you have like your radio and your dials and everything. Number three, down the road. That's an expression for saying in the future. Anytime that you prepare for something, you prepare for something down the road. You prepare for something in the future. It can mean in a couple weeks, or it can mean in a few months, or it can mean in a few years. There's no real measurement for something that's down the road.
Not far future?
It can be something. Now, it can't be, when we say down the road, we don't really say like tomorrow. It's not an immediate future.
Yes.
But maybe in a couple weeks, that's down the road. In a couple weeks down the road, I'm going to Jeju-do, like that. Or you can say, I'm planning to study to take the GMAT for graduate school down the road. And then that doesn't have a specific time, but it could mean in a few months or in a few years.
How about this, like, far future, like in the future, maybe the AI might, devastate, or maybe that's far future, right?
Yeah. We might be dominated by AI robots down the road.
Yeah, we can, you can use that way.
Yeah, you can say it like that, yeah. So, you can still use it for like the far future, but it has to be something that you can see, like happening in your future. So, if you were saying, we're going to have we're going to have colonies on Mars down the road, you might not be able to say that because you should say it to where you believe you can see it in your lifetime. So down the road, it's usually like within your lifetime, really. If you say it, 200 years from now, it's not really down the road for you. Yeah. So it should be something that's still obtainable for you. Yeah. But I believe it might be possible to be dominated by AI robots and maybe 1 or 2 years, I think. No. Number 4, ludicrous, like the rapper, but the rapper spells it different. So ludicrous is something that's just insane, ridiculous, crazy. A ludicrous idea. If someone tells you like a really crazy idea, you can just respond, "Oh, that's ludicrous. That's stupid. That's insane." Or something that's ludicrous can also be like a really funny, crazy experience. I went mountain climbing and I'm afraid of heights, but we did the zip lining all the way down and it was ludicrous. I mean, it was crazy. Yeah. Number 5, set the bar high. Anytime that you set the bar, you set the standard. So, there's government exams, things like that. They set the bar for what's expected for different licenses or certifications, right? That's setting the bar. But if you set the bar high, that means to set a high standard, that you have high expectations. So, for example, Apple really set the bar high for smartphones and tablets, right? They kind of revolutionized, what we expect out of smartphones and tablets now. And the last, sweet. So sweet, anytime that you say sweet, normally you're talking about something is good or tastes great, or someone's actions or gestures are sweet. But the way this guy says it in the video is how, like, especially most younger guys who maybe just came out of college when they say something is sweet, it's like saying awesome. You don't really hear like a grandmother or a grandfather saying, "Oh, sweet."
Oh.
It's really like a younger guy that's saying like, "Oh man, that sports car is really sweet," like, or like you know, "Oh, there was like this there was a sale on like there was a really sweet sale on some I don't know, electronics or something." So like normally like I don't really say sweet anymore. But maybe like 10 years ago when I was in college, I said something was sweet. You know, "Oh, sweet." It's like, "Oh, that's awesome." But like, yeah, it's definitely an idiom that like younger people say. Most especially males. You don't really hear females saying, "Oh, sweet," because it just sounds kind of like, I think, strange for. But anyways, so that's how you use sweet. It's like saying that something is awesome. Yeah, yeah. Okay. And that's our vocabulary.